Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be painting this cute dog, I think it's a Greyhound, in acrylic inks. I hope you will enjoy it. I didn't record the first steps when painting this dog, so I completely omitted the sketch because sometimes it takes me a while to get that correctly. Like I want to, and also I didn't film, I think, the first steps with painting the dog black in acrylic ink, and I only pasted the photos. You could see some photos, and now you can see me actually adding some acrylic ink to pre-wet page. And here is the painting after I added the background. It is now completely dry, so I can carry on with next part. So now you can see me just adding black into the pupil of the pupils of the dog. Those acrylic inks, I really enjoy working with them, but sometimes they present a little bit of a challenge because when you first add them in and they are still wet, they appear a little bit darker, but when they dry, they can get lighter in color. So sometimes it's difficult to judge the value correctly. Now I'm adding some brown acrylic ink into the areas, so you can see there is quite a big shift in value, although those changes are very tiny, slight, and to be honest sometimes they are difficult to see in camera, but I think you can see the difference now, how left eye and the right eye looks. So the eyes and the nose are actually my favorite parts of animals to paint. Because I couldn't finish the painting, well, the study, let's say, it's more of a study than a painting, but I couldn't finish it to the level of details I wanted to. I decided to go ahead and add some colored pencils as well. And you could see me showing these actually Brutfanner colored pencils. They are very cheap, but I really enjoy using them. You can get very sharp edge with them, and because I will not be selling original artwork, this just goes into my sketch pile. I don't really need light, fast or any great quality colored pencils, so that is more than enough. And I think I went a little bit too dark with the eyes. I'm not very happy with the eyes. At some point I wanted to get them to the color quite close to the photo, which is quite dark brownish red, but looking at it now, I really don't like the color of the eyes. I tried to amend it a little bit with colored pencils, but this is my issue. Sometimes I go a little bit too dark, especially with watercolors and acrylic inks. You don't have the same problem with gouache or acrylics, because you can always go lighter with color, but with acrylic inks, once you put that layer on, you cannot go any lighter, unless you add white. But it's a little bit tricky with white acrylic ink as well, because then I would lose a little bit of that luminosity in the eye, so I didn't want to do that. In general, I'm happy with this portrait so far. And this is probably the most favorite part of this painting, my most favorite part of this painting. As I said before, I really enjoy painting animals' eyes and noses. I also love painting ears because they add so much character to those portraits. But in this particular case, I think the nose is, for me at least, it's my main focal point. I really like how it turned up. And although now you can see me adding some different colors, I added a little bit of violet, now I'm adding a little bit of navy blue, later on I'll be just pushing a contrast up a little bit by adding some black. But those changes again are very, very subtle and they are very difficult to capture in the camera. But you can see on one side of the nose there is a little bit more blue than on the other side, very difficult to capture though. But this is what I enjoy about the color pencils. They give you so much control and you can literally just add tiny little bit of shading and you can use that shading in such a small area. I wouldn't be able to do that in acrylic inks. So yeah, I love how the nose turns up so far. And here is me adding a little bit more of black. Here I'm grabbing Arctic's Neon Orange. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up in the camera. It's a very light color. In reality, you can see some shading in there and you can see some color, but unfortunately on the video there is not much. So I think next time, whenever picking up neon accents and adding neon accents, I will have to go a little bit bolder. And here is the finished piece. Please let me know what you think about it in the comments. Thank you for watching, bye!